Many times buyers will have saved up enough for their down payment, only to find out that they don't have enough to pay for all the closing costs involved in purchasing a home. So a lot of the buyers will ask, Tim, can we get the seller to help pay those costs? And yes, you can. Most lenders will allow up to 3% of the purchase price to be credited back to the buyer as a credit from the seller. So on a $200,000 property, we're looking at a $6,000 credit that will cover most of your closing costs. Maybe not all, but most, a pretty good chunk of that. With one stipulation is, if let's say you get a $6,000 credit for closing costs and your closing costs are only $5,000, the buyer doesn't get to pocket that extra $1,000. But on the question of whether to ask for a credit or not, it really is an individual question for each home, each buyer. If it's multiple offers on a property, I'm going to suggest you probably don't want to ask for a credit. But again, I'll sit down with you and we'll discuss that on an individual basis and on an individual home. So it could be that I say, no, don't do it on this home, but yes, this home would be okay. So if you have any other questions about getting credits back from the seller, please don't hesitate to give me a call. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions.